What's up, guys? Welcome back to my life again. From home, not from the bins or any store. Hopefully, everyone is doing good today. Today is Tuesday, guys. Again, end of the month. So, tomorrow is going to be important. See, I forgot to turn off the volume again on YouTube. All the time, same mistake, guys. I never learn anything. Forget to put the volume down. So, today is the last day of the month. Hopefully, everyone had great sales in January. I'm surprised that the month went by so fast actually this year. It's amazing. But nothing interesting again, guys, in my life. Gino, welcome to my life, man. Thanks for stopping by, Gino. I'm talking about nothing again. But thanks for stopping by. Gino, you got a new friend in Florida now. You got Paul, Philly, Paul, Philly, whatever, Flipper. I don't know why Paul is Philly Flipper still. Supposed to be Sarasota Flipper already. Tracy, what's up? I've been waiting for you all day today, Tracy. I was waiting and saying, where is Tracy at? I was kind of surprised that you showed up so fast, but thanks for stopping by. Tracy, as you know, nobody likes my life that much because I always tell the truth. People don't like the truth. People like lies. When you live, you always have to lie. Otherwise, you're gonna die. See, Gino, see, Tracy has been waiting all day, night, months. She was waiting for the whole month, end of the month, and she finally stopped by. Floridia Flipper. Paul is actually gonna be excited now living there. Believe me, guys. Gino, you excited living in Florida? I know a lot of people are happy when they live in Florida. Um, I know for sure. People that live in states like Florida, they're usually, most of the time, they're happy because it's always sunny and it's not snowing like here in the north. But yeah, it's gonna be great for him. Gino, you're gonna run into him in Florida now all the time. He's gonna be your best friend. He's gonna take you with him to like nightclubs, parties. You're both gonna see different girls. You're gonna drive with girls. So Paul will show you how to live. He's here now. I saw him peeking. Gino, you're not gonna miss him. He's a very big guy. He's like one of those football players from NFL, like 7 feet tall. See, Tracy, I spice liars. I like it here. See, Tracy, we have the same mentality. That's why I like people who don't lie. That happens rarely nowadays. Unfortunately, probably gonna happen more in the future. Happened today actually. So I love Florida. Been here, Gino. That's good. I don't know. It's like a lot of people are moving there, especially during pandemic. A lot of people from New York and New Jersey moved to Florida because I went to visit my brother. Danny, what's up, man? Danny, how you feeling? Welcome to my boring reseller life again. About nothing. When I talk about nothing at all. So yeah, when you're in Florida, actually, um, during pandemic, a lot of people moved to Florida, and there are so many people in Florida now that it's just incredible how many people moved there. It's unbelievable. Like everyone, even in Ohio here, people are moving to Florida all the time. I actually want to move to Texas. I am thinking about moving to Texas. So Tracy, I may move to Texas. I think Texas is better than Florida. Depends on where in Texas. I will call him. Call him, Gino. He'll bring you some food. Gino, he will work as an Uber driver in Florida. He is no longer a reseller. Danny, what's going on, brother? Danny, you saw what happened during Tommy. What's up, man? I see Tommy here. Tommy was late today, guys. Tommy is the voice of truth and reason in reselling community. Danny, yes, that football game. Tracy, I can fix a lot of stuff. I can fix some other things too. Danny, that game, that's why I hate NFL now. I'm not gonna ever watch NFL games after what I saw during this season. It's like, I don't know, man. The league became a joke. They're actually doing everything for money. As actually, it wasn't like that 10 years ago. So, Bengals actually got cheated, I think, because a lot of stuff going on there, man. A lot. They hate teams from Ohio, man. I can tell you that teams from Ohio, man, nobody likes them. Cleveland teams, Columbus, Cincinnati, nobody takes them seriously. They think they're all joke. It doesn't matter what they are, what teams. NFL, NBA. Me love you long time. Tommy, what happened, man? What happened to the eBay servers, man? I know that flipping ain't easy, but what happened to the servers? How come there are no sales? Let's complain, guys. I'll start complaining right now. There is no sales. I sold nothing. Again, I'm not gonna live anymore. That's it, guys. I don't know what to do. No sales, nothing selling. I'm gonna have to call God and ask him, God, where is the sales? Where are they? And God will say, I cannot help you, my son. Go do something. It's cold in Texas this week. Tracy, it's go to Miami because that's the only place. Sunny Isles Beach. Tracy, go to this place right here. Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. It's an excellent spot. You're gonna be like in heaven in that place. There's like they have like 78 degrees non-stop every day, and at night they have like, which is actually cold for them, like 60 degrees, which is like unbelievable. They complain. Robert, what's up, man? How you been, brother? I see you. I see you, everyone. Big bro, what's up, man? Kim, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm usually one of the most boring people in reselling community. So thanks for stopping by. At least I'll be happy later on knowing that someone actually stops by sometimes. I'm not gonna feel bad about no sales because I actually sold only one thing today. And that's a God-given truth, guys. I sold only one thing. And I'll show it to you. Even though I sent a lot of offers today, nobody accepted them yet. It reached 33 degrees today. That's good, Gino. That's good. In Cleveland, it was 20 degrees, which was the high today. And tonight it's going to be like 10. Gino, if you want to move to Cleveland, you're welcome. And we have a lot of people that actually are excited to go to Cleveland and live here. See, Tracy, no problem. When can I move? Tracy, I can do some other stuff. You're probably gonna be excited about more about other stuff than fixing stuff. Paul's about 2 hours from me. Well, Gino, Paul will be in your neighborhood, man, tomorrow. Gino, Paul will be all over Florida starting this weekend. So you're gonna catch him at every city, starting from Jacksonville down to Miami Beach and Keys. He'll go all the way to the Cuba. He will just swim to Cuba to go to garage sales in Cuba, and then to Dominican Republic. It was a live. Yeah, man, I know. It was, man, I mean, like I said, Ohio teams are just nothing. You know that, Danny, if you still here, man, Ohio teams, they're cheated all the time. Nobody likes Ohio teams. Nobody likes Ohio that much. That's like one of the states that's considered like on a hate list by like sports franchises. They don't like them. Robert, welcome, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Only team complaining more than the Bengals is the Cowboys. Well, at least Cowboys are in Texas and still lose, even though referees love teams from Texas and big states with a lot of money. Danny, we don't have Ohio doesn't have any money, man. Little Miss Q, welcome. I see you. Welcome to my boring talk about nothing life again. At least you guys hopefully gonna list something. I usually don't sell anything. At least I'm happy that you guys are selling and listing. Even though I listed 15 things today, which is a big accomplishment for me after being at the doctor. So it's actually unusual. Usually after the doctor, I usually don't list. Big bro, what's up? Big bro, here you go, man. If you're still here. Guys, I bought those from Big Brother Options. Big Brother, Big Bro. Those are ephemera. My favorite category right now, as of right now, hopefully. Those are vintage maps. See, this is Indiana, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Central United States, Georgia, my favorite state, Georgia, Eastern United States. So anyway, big bro, thanks for sending it, man. Appreciate it. They arrived safely, and I listed some already. So separately, listed some separately that I researched that were worth selling by themselves. My search still coming in. I list never. Danny, I mean that's good, man. Thank God. It doesn't happen to me most of the time. If I don't list, even though I usually complain. Tommy knows that I always complain on YouTube that I don't have any sales, and Tommy doesn't have any sales. So we're kind of the same. Yesterday and Todd Slower. See, Tommy at least sold something. Tommy, how many sales today, man? Tell me the truth, Tommy. Tell me. Because flipping ain't easy. You know that. Flipping ain't easy. So how are the sales? I lived in Miami. I don't think I'm welcome there anymore. Tracy, move back. They're gonna welcome you with open arms. Everyone actually that wants to move to Florida, they're welcoming everyone. They love them. Eventually, I think in about 5 years, everyone will live in Florida. Other states will have like 100 people each in their states. I listed one thing that I installed already. Ink, I paid. That's good, man. It's good. Ink is the best. That stuff I don't list because I know it's gonna sell fast. You know, Danny, I list stuff that takes like about 20 years to sell. So I usually, when I see ink, I just don't buy it. I do everything in the reverse, man. Like a normal person will buy something that has good sell-through rate and sell it, and I'm gonna be different. I'm not gonna buy something that sells faster. I'll just buy something that doesn't sell for like 2 weeks. Buyers are spending money on eggs. Exactly. Buyers are spending money on eggs, on potatoes, corn, beans, food. Food is more important, Tracy. Come on. Food is more important than eBay sellers, eBay, Poshmark, Amazon. If there was no food, that's it. The world will cease to exist, as you know. So food is more important anyway, compared to all those collectibles, like those maps. Can you imagine a person will have to make a choice to buy this map or dozen of eggs? He's like, what the heck is going on? Why would I buy this? Little Miss Q, welcome once again. Sorry, I'm slow once as usual, guys, as you guys know. High teams usually stink and so bad they can. Man, Danny, it's not. It's just what happens. As long as I've seen teams in Ohio, man, it's like never-ending saga of just misery. All the fans that are rooting for those Ohio teams, man, and they're really loyal fans, and they have misery all the time. They live in misery constantly every year. They get excited, and then that's it. And those money grabbing, people who like other teams in playoffs, they don't let teams from Ohio to reach the finals or Super Bowl or anything because the Ohio teams suck. Exactly. Each one of them. Lobster, what's up, man? Welcome to my boring life again. If Cincinnati Picker moves there, we'll have to close Ohio permanently without his money. Exactly, Tommy. If he moves, that's it. I think Ohio will have to cease. Will not exist anymore. It's gonna move into into. It's not even. There are no other states nearby that it has to move in with. Indiana is not that like good either. Michigan maybe, but I don't know, man. We got border. I'm Pennsylvania probably is gonna be the best bet because Pennsylvania has some rich people there. Or West Virginia, guys. Ohio can move in to West Virginia, and that's actually gonna make West Virginia popular again because West Virginia actually is really, really not existent. Nobody knows where it is, like Ohio. Want to make a sell, put all those metal D&D fix together, make an offer to me. Metal D&D figures. I'll have to see which ones. I don't know if I have them. If I have them, I don't even remember. I don't cancel, count dollars. I'm saying right. Tommy, that's the right way to do it, man. I know. See, that's why me and Tommy always go to lives and listen to how much money you can make. In Tommy's case, the proper way of doing things, and in my case, it's not. So we're like separate, like completely different, opposite things. I'm selling eggs on the corner. Rob, that's actually a good idea, man. You're gonna make a lot. You're gonna make more money than Tommy today. If you're gonna start selling eggs on the street, see, Tommy made around 1K. You're gonna make around 2,000 at least, even more, in one day. Pro tip: all the time wasted watching men grab each other on TV is better spent listing. Exactly, Tommy. That's right. And go to lives. Tommy, go to lives and spend time in lives and list. That's the best advice. You will have a lot of sales. And sell things that sell. Don't buy things that take like 10,000 years to sell. Let's see, guys. So let me show you what sold actually. From my lot. Actually, I have to let you know, guys, that let me show you the return I got today, which was funny. One of those returns that was one of those returns that actually the buyer decided that it didn't work for him. So he selected doesn't work or defective. So this is the item right here. This is a clicker. You guys use those for your garage doors to open your garage. You know those very popular brand. The clickers are really popular. They're the best, kind of the best. And this was new, old stock. So I found it at a thrift store, and actually I sold it. And when I was listing it, I specified that it has a battery inside because they come with a battery. I'll show it to you guys. You guys know this already if you sold those in the past. Those clickers, there is a battery right here, 9 volt. So I disclosed in the listing, since it was old, the battery probably is dead. So basically it was in the listing already. So the buyer opened the return case after 2 weeks, I think. He bought it on January 14th or 12th. He opened the return case and selected doesn't work or defective. And then he said the button on top, this button right here, doesn't light up. So I sent him a message that the battery is dead, and I showed him in the listing, in the description, where it said that battery is probably dead because of how old it is. As you guys know, those batteries, they die, they don't live forever. especially on old new old stock items if they include batteries. So anyway, he still opened the return case and returned it. And I was actually on the phone with eBay today about it because I told them that to look at the listing and that the buyer selected doesn't work or defective option. And I replaced I actually, he returned the original battery. I guess he never replaced one. And I just changed the battery and it works. I even tested it on my garage door and it works. So, see, you can see it now. See, it lights up. So anyway, guys, I have those are one of those returns. I still gonna list a new open box now because he opened it, and since he opened up the doesn't work or defective case on eBay returns, I cannot deduct from him because if he would have opened like changed his mind or some other option doesn't fit, I think, then I would have been able to deduct that he opened the packaging. But it doesn't matter. It's gonna still sell for same amount. Paul, what's going on, man? I sold originally for $40 plus shipping, $39.99. So I relisted it today. So basically, I put in the comments that it's open packaging because he opened it. Originally, it was closed, and fortunately, he include. I actually thought also that he may return, do a bait and switch, because a lot of those buyers, when they buy stuff like that, they would put in their old clicker in the package, which is similar ones that doesn't work, return it, and do switcheroo. And since it's in a closed packaging, you cannot tell specifically unless you take it out and see those numbers on the back. Because it has numbers here. So I don't know, guys. Maybe he returned non-working one, but actually I tested it, so it works. You can do. See, the Paul Sports guy says Roman sells returns. I'm not surprised. It's actually much better, Paul, than selling stuff that works. I usually sell returns that don't work. You can do 59 of iNets. I've done it. Well, I didn't know, man. That's why the thing about it is, I don't know, maybe there wasn't an option to do the deductions when I refunded him. I didn't see it. Let me go. Well, I'm not gonna see it right now anyway. Tommy, it's not gonna matter, man, because it's still gonna sell for same amount. I checked on eBay. The problem is that it's like they use the free returns situation where I have to basically pay for their shipping label, but otherwise it's still gonna sell for same amount. Tommy is below standard. Will he have that option? Tommy is always below standard. Tommy is below standard all his life. Paul, you know how Tommy is. Anyway, and another interesting thing actually, which I'll discuss with you guys, is this return that I got. This was actually my fault. See, I will admit, again, guys, I will admit, my fault. And actually, the buyer, I was surprised the buyer didn't leave negative feedback, but he could have if he wanted to because it was expensive product. He could have left a negative, but he didn't. So this one, if you guys remember, maybe I'll refresh your memory. Yes, I'm below, Paul, I see it. And you're right, man. I'm way below standard, like way below. There is nothing that's gonna stop me from going more below. I have to, I don't know how to try to even do that now. So anyway, this I bought at Bean Store, at the Amazon Bean Store that we have right now. And if you guys, I don't know if Tommy maybe remembers because he was on that live. This was a shaver, and this is a shaver actually. It's actually an expensive shaver, and it sold for $100. And originally, I didn't, when I got it, I didn't test it. That was my fault, guys. Usually, you learn from your own mistakes, and I don't. So, anyway, I sold it for $99 plus shipping. And the buyer got it and said it doesn't charge. So, it's not charging at all. So, he opened the return case, selected doesn't work or defective. And it was new because see those bin stores, guys. What I wanted to let you know about the issue with those Amazon bin stores is that a lot of the stuff that the people buy on Amazon. Lisette, welcome. I see you, my friend. Welcome to my boring and below standard life. A lot of the stuff from the Amazon return bins, people return it for a reason. Most of the time, they will return it that something is not functioning. As you guys know, it's not something that they just decide to return or they don't like it. Usually it's either or. Either it doesn't work properly or they just don't like something about it. Or they change their mind. As with eBay, similar situation. Let me highlight Lisette. Lisette, welcome. So anyway, long story short, as Bobby says, as Krillin says, long story short, the buyer opened the return and returned it. And I saw that it's kind of weird that it doesn't work because I thought it's new. Because before I sold it, I took it out and I checked and I didn't turn it on. I didn't plug it in even, which was my fault. And the buyer got it and opened and said in the comments that it doesn't charge at all. And well, he returned it. And I plugged it in and it doesn't charge. So the buyer was right. Long story short, guys, this is what it looks like. It's very professional shaver. If you guys run into this company somewhere in the wild, when you go into the wild, guys, be on the lookout while you're in the wild for this brand. Pitbull shaver. It doesn't matter what model. They actually all sell for decent amount. This one, I had to basically, you know, kind of, it was risky because to get it at the time when I didn't specifically know, it was originally when they just opened the store, one of my first buys there. So I didn't know that there is a possibility that something like that would not work. It's kind of unusual for the shaver not to charge. But that happens, guys. So you know now. Test shavers. Little Miss Q says, my beautiful Lisette. Exactly. She's beautiful. I'm at the gym room. Let's go get your ass moving. Lisette, I was actually working out today already. So I hope my ass was moving a little bit in the right direction. Hello, Paul Flipping Sports Guy. Lisette, Paul sells more stuff than everyone on eBay. Paul Sports Guy. A lot of sport cards that he sells are around $1,000, not graded. So Paul knows what's up. Paul, Lisette, I have that my phone always suggests your name when I type the word beautiful. See? That's really good. So guys, anyway, test those things when you find them. Don't be like me. Test it. But now what happened was actually, which was interesting, I kind of thought maybe I can replace it using that company warranty, the Pitbull. So I found them on the internet and I kind of looked up if they have warranty on this stuff. And they actually do have warranty, but the problem is I have to have original receipt of the purchase. So that Amazon bin store, they don't have receipts like regular receipts. You cannot have any product name. They just count the items. It's like how many items you buy. So basically, I cannot use that receipt. So basically, I told them I don't have receipt, and if they have different type of warranty without receipt, and they said I can buy extended warranty from them, membership, extended membership, guys, to become their member, and then they will replace it and send me a new one. And I checked, and their warranty starts at I think $20 for like regular warranty. I don't remember. They told me extended warranty. But what I decided to do, I decided to part it out. Kristen, welcome. Thanks for stopping by to my boring life again. And hopefully your day is going great. I saw Kristen today in the live with Angie, listing stuff, doing something productive, not like me, just getting returns all day. Kristen, I only get returns from eBay. I don't sell anything and I get returns, like $200 returns a day. So anyway, guys, I parted it out. I parted out the whole thing. See this thing? You can take this out and sell it separately. This is a shaver head. Forehead shaver head with cap, protective cap. So that sells by itself for $40 without this motor thing. So guys, once again, when in doubt, when something doesn't work and you get a return, part it out. It's a new wording, guys. When you get a return, part it out. I actually invented it, I think. So it's my invention. When you get a return, part it out. So anyway, this is rinse thing. The I forgot what it's called, like rinse something stand. It has a manual. So the manual basically tells me right here what parts. You see right here on this page, right there, it tells me what parts. So this is called rinse stand. So rinse stand sells for $20 plus shipping by itself. This thing, the adapter sells for $10 plus shipping. Tommy is like right now holding his head like that and saying, "What the heck is going on? Why is he selling this crap?" And this thing right here, guys, sells the case $10 plus shipping by itself. The travel case. Manual, I didn't list. Bugs. So basically, guys, as you understand, that's a situation where you need to kind of think it's better to sell it as non-working unit for parts or just separate everything. And I kind of thought maybe I'll separate everything and get my money back. $14, guys. I'll get my $14 back that I spent. $14 is very important, guys. It's a lot of money. When you get a return for $100 and you invest 14, that's actually a big loss for me right now. I'm gonna go cry again. See, Low Miscue says hi to Kristen. Let's see, when in doubt, yeah, when something doesn't work, part it out, guys. When you get a return, part it out. When Tommy gets his shoes returned to him, he parts out soles, shoelaces, upper part of shoes, everything, soles, insoles, midsoles. Well, kind of listing. See that everyone is listing at least. You're in the wrong exactly. A little miscue. That's a normal type of situation actually. I actually like it when it does it. Still working on 10 listings. Kristen, your live today was helpful. I actually listed 15 things, which was kind of interesting for me to list 15 things. Usually at this part of the day, I'm usually at about 10. But I put myself kind of together, pulled myself together and listed 15. I would have just listed 5 and that's it, and then waited for all those returns. I suggest parting out before the cost of return, just as exactly. Before, exactly. And, well, little miscue, what already happened, it's too late. You know what happens when it's too late? you think about that kind of stuff. But the thing about it is actually, you know, originally I thought maybe I can just list it as for parts, just the whole thing. And then my brain started working again. I decided, no, I'll have to list them so everything for parts. Anfisa, welcome. Anfisa, welcome to my the best life on YouTube, the Voice of Truth and Reason channel. Let's see, you can do it, Kristen. You can do like 100 listings or like 1,000, like James, because James already listed about 10,000 things. Constantly. I hope I'm not gonna lose internet today, as I did last live. I was losing internet back and forth. So this was returned and that was returned. And let's see if there is anything that I've shown it to you guys before that I sold from that uh, the auctions that I've shown it to you guys in my last live. The auctions that I got, the auction stuff, that weird stuff that I got, the lighters and boxes, chains, whatever, like stainless steel tape measures, unusual, some kind of strange crap, keys, stuff not to list once again. So we'll go over some of the bad sales today, guys. Again, some of the sales that are really good. I mean, bad. Safe travels, Kristen. Kristen, if you left, take care. If you didn't, if you're still here, welcome back. And feels always feel much warm when I see you in the chat. I feel complaining about 30 degrees silly. Well, Low Miss Q, I think in Alaska today it's warmer than in Ohio, I think. I didn't check, but I think it's warmer in where Anfisa is. Anfisa loves this kind of weather. Anfisa enjoys when it's like minus 100 degrees outside. So let's see, guys. Let's share the screen again and just discuss that flipping ain't easy. Once again, let's discuss whatever sold that is not worth reselling. I hope you're gonna learn something from it, and not gonna lose this kind of stuff. So let's go over this low dollar amounts, guys, not higher dollar amounts. See this, for example, right here. See, this particular thing is actually something that one of my favorite things to do is to list something that's $2.99 with $3.99 shipping. That's my favorite part of selling on eBay, guys. Is list something like that, which takes me like, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe less to list. But it sells for $6.98 with shipping. Well, not $6, but altogether. Typical Ohio, yeah, exactly. So anyway, guys, this stuff is not good, guys. So don't list it. We're gonna go over only bad products today. Bad products. Big Bro is probably watching right now. Big Bro, I got it from Big Bro. Big Bro is like, what the heck is he doing? Why is he selling this stuff like that? Not ladder up as normal people. Normal people will ladder up stuff, but not me, as you guys know. So that's my normal condition. So actually, Jake even does better job than me, guys. When Jake sells something and lists something, he's thinking much better than I do, and loads this stuff up. See, this is a vintage pen, guys, from Washington D.C. It was like from I don't even know what year, and it didn't work either. But It's sold. So not a great sale, but I'll take it. As they say on YouTube, I'll take the sale. After the fees, you lose money. Exactly, Milo Miscu. After all the fees on time, and Tommy is probably proud again that there are sellers on eBay like me. 26 degrees in southern Ohio. Little Miscu, we have like 20 degrees here in Cleveland. Sell heavy high, man, heavy high. Sell Salvador's Mercado. Right here is in the live, guys. Welcome, Salvador Mercado. Heavy high, man. Welcome to my what to sell life. How to lose money life. It's 70 here today, which for us it's time of the year is warm. Wow, that's amazing. That's actually not that bad, Anfisa. That's actually similar to Cleveland. So actually it was same weather here. I've been crying about the cold all day. Little Miss Q, I cry about the cold every day since October. So guys, anyway, let's go to the next one. At least you guys having fun looking at my sales. At least you're like looking at the stuff, and at least you know kind of your what do you call it? You're excited that you're not selling this kind of stuff. You're happy. So another one, guys. This is another sale, which is strange. Another situation where I will list something like this, which is normal. This is another low dollar amount sale for Uno Attack game cards. So those sold for $9.99 plus $4.99 shipping. So this is another great example that stuff that actually sold kind of fast in my opinion, guys. I listed it on January 10th, and it sold last couple days ago, I think. Let me see, which was kind of unusual also. Usually it takes about like 10 months to sell, but this sold on January 25th, so not bad. It didn't take that long. Let me see who I missed again. I sold non-working pen for 50. It was a Cleveland Indians. A little miscue. Actually, I'll show you some better sales. As you guys know, I just show you stuff like that for just for you to see the misery of a reseller, a misery of reselling life. But that's actually not bad, guys. I paid like $1 for the cards, so I made maybe a couple bucks profit. Good thing I only sell working clothes. You can part them out. Anfisa, you can if you want to. You can cut out the sleeves. Tommy parts the shoes out all the time, Anfisa. You have to ask him how to do it. He parts out laces and midsoles and stuff like that. Insoles when he finds them. I love YouTube channels that teach people to part everything else, causes competition to go broke. Less competitive. Exactly, Tommy. It causes competition to just completely lose their eBay stores entirely. Plus, Tommy is right here. Sell exactly 100 sales for less than $12. I think $10 will be probably in the in the range. 100 sales for $10. So let's see. So guys, one more sale that is kind of very excited. It was very exciting sale for me, guys. I was so excited. I was screaming out loud, out of my lungs, guys. I would scream like jump out and dance. Another one. Let's see. I want to see something that's like not good at all. Here's another example. Another interesting bad sale. This is LG Cinema 3D glasses, guys. 2 pairs bundle. This sold for $4.49 plus $4.99 shipping, guys. See, and it says out of stock. See, I had 3, and all 3 sold, but not at the same time, to different buyers. So that's what it looks like, guys. You see, those are 3D glasses from LG. Here is a better picture right here. That's the best one. And it sold, I didn't make any money on it either. Little miscue, once again, 0 profit. And once again, guys, you want not to sell, what sold are the best, Roman? What not to sell the best? Well, I just shown you once, I think, something which was interesting. Roman reinvented what not. Sell, I love my truth, man. That's what I am, man. I'm always in the truth, man. At least you know, at least I know for sure that I'm happy with this kind of stuff, man. Guys, let's see. Let's look at this one. This is one of little miscue. This one is actually one of the best, I think. This is a Tupperware. This is a vintage Tupperware cake carrier, and this one sold for $8.99 plus $12. Once again, little miscue. The sale price was lower than the shipping price. That's like I'm the master of selling something for like $2 and charging $14 for shipping. I don't think anyone does it on YouTube, on eBay. What not on eBay, Tommy, exactly. At least, guys, I'm kind of reviewing myself, reviewing myself and telling the truth about this kind of interesting stuff. So, guys, anyway, this sold for $8.99 plus $12.99 shipping, and it was a big cake carrier, guys. I think I paid $1 for it at the garage sale in the summer, in August. So it sold finally. And it was broken also, guys. I think it was like, let me see here. It had some kind of damage. It was broken on one side. Oh, it had a broken lid. It had a broken piece. The lid, you see, the lid had broken piece of plastic. See, that's why it took a longer time to sell, guys, because it was broken right here. See, I even shown it in a photo where it was broken. I circled it in a red. You see, that's where it was broken, guys. Someone still got it. Somebody still paid $8.99 plus $12.99 shipping to get this. The broken Tupperware. I can get, I don't know, I can get myself to list 20 items. I can imagine listing $4 items. Anfisa, that's, if you don't have any, send them to me. If you have like cheap stuff that sells for around $2, I'll get it and sell it on eBay for $1. So let's move on, guys. The shipping, actually, I think it shipped somewhere in I don't remember, somewhere in Texas. I don't remember, but it was somewhere in the south. So anyway, it was not a great sale, guys. Anyway, let's go to the next one. The worst sales of the year. You know how? Oh, there is another example. Little miscue. Here is another example right here. This one I got for free. I know I got them for free a long time ago. This is speakers. They were like Walmart brand amplified. You see here, there is a yellow sticker from Walmart, and they actually worked. I got them like with a bunch of stuff, like I think couple of years, like I don't even remember when it was, but I got like bunch of stuff for free. Actually, there was something I paid for, but something was free, and it like was thrown in, and there were a bunch of speakers like that from Walmart, and they basically some I threw away, and some I listed, and see this sold for $269 plus $5.99 shipping. So this was exciting, guys. Another amazing sale. Use the Tupperware to pack a lunch for yourself. Go, Anfisa. I actually, I don't know, I cannot do that. See, guys, I'm drinking healthy stuff. It's like green, I don't know, green sugary drink with like 10,000 calories, which is not a good thing. Don't drink this stuff. And Anfisa is right, actually. Use a Tupperware to pack a lunch. Anfisa, that Tupperware was so big, my lunch usually is like 1 spoon. So it's not gonna be in like a good cake storage for my lunch. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna take so much stuff inside, space. People are begging for $4. You're Tom, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know, I'm not a proud guy, man. I'm not. I'm usually very humble. I usually will sell something and help people. I'll just spend money to help people than help myself. I usually don't like helping myself, man. So that was another uh, good sale, as you guys understand. Let's find another one. Let's see. Another one was this. Actually, this was not that bad. It was kind of in the middle, from bad to medium. And I have 3 left. I have 3 of those bobbleheads. Little Miscues, this is actually one of the players that used to play for the Indians. That team that doesn't exist anymore. As you guys see, the Indians, Cleveland Indians, was a franchise in Cleveland a couple of years ago. And now they're called the Cleveland Guardians. They changed the name Indians because people were upset that Indians basically was like racially motivated situation. So they had to change their name to Guardians. And similar situation as with Redskins that changed their name to Commanders. So Ken, welcome to my boring life. Amanda, welcome to my boring life. Again, once again on Tuesday, end of the month. End of the month, worst sales of the month. I barely have any things myself, all my fits in one tub. Anfisa, I got a bunch of stuff, believe me. I have like around 3,000 listings on one account, and I have like around 1,300 on another account. So my inventory will not fit in like it will not fit into the Tupperware thing. And everyone that is not Roman, exactly. Everyone else can actually today everyone is Roman and I'm not. I'm not Roman. Everyone else is. Anfisa, thanks for stopping by. Take care. Stay warm in Alaska. Send us some warm weather from Alaska to Ohio. We're missing it. Even though you're Roman, it's alternative nothing. Exactly. Little miscues. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. So guys, this sold for $11.69 plus $11.99 shipping. I paid $1 at the garage sale for like I had 10 of them, so $10. I'm already in the profit anyway on this bobblehead since I paid $1 each and I bought 10 of them. So now all of those are profit. $11.69 plus $11.99 shipping on the bobblehead. Let's see what else sold. Let's see all the bad stuff, guys. The worst of the worst. Because I don't want to show you something good. I've shown this to you before. I want to find something for like $1 that I sold, which is Tommy. At least Tommy gonna laugh at something today, because Tommy is excited when there is some kind of bad sale. Oh, like this one. Look at this, guys. This is another interesting thing. This is and sometimes I'm looking at this stuff. I'm actually laughing myself. As you guys know, this is a chess piece from Excalibur. This is actually, if you guys find the set that actually works, this brand Excalibur, if it works, they can sell for some of them, not all of them. Some YouTubers will tell you all of them, but not. It's not all of them. Some do sell for decent amount. This one actually, I had to list like parted out against, guys. Again, I was in very bad doubt. about the situation and listed all the chess pieces by themselves. This was a knight. See, I even put like the size 1.20 inches for people who actually complain when they open returns and tell you this wasn't 1.20 inches, this was 1.19 inches. And then they complain and return it for this amount, for $3.59 plus $4.99 shipping. Once again, guys, the item sold for the shipping was more than the actual item. And see, Amanda saying hi to everyone. Guys, I missed some comments that was probably 10 years ago. Roman Humble. Paul, I don't know what's up with me, man. I'm a very shy person, Paul. I'm like the shyest person in the world. I'm one of those shy people that don't talk to anyone, and sometimes people run away from me. They just kind of upset that I don't talk to them, so they just run away. See, sales, that's good, man. Finally, at least someone's sales are heating up. So, guys, if you see the Excalibur chess game, electronic game, and you decide to part it out, don't. Don't be like me. Don't part out those chess pieces and sell them for $3.59 plus shipping, plus $4.99 shipping. Don't do that kind of stuff. And wait for the right buyer that actually needs. See, I have two of them. I sold one, and one left. So I still have one more. Let's see what else is bad. And then we're gonna go to at least some decent sales, hopefully. Here's another situation, guys. another bad situation, guys. This is from vintage Fisher Price medical kit. This is a blood pressure cuff toy. I parted this out, guys, again, because it wasn't complete. I found it not complete, and I decided to part out those all things. This was one of them, this blood pressure cuff. Another one that sold for $3.59 plus $4.99 shipping. Tommy is saying probably to himself right now, at least he charges people for shipping. Tommy will probably say, if he would not have been charging for shipping with free shipping, I would have left. I would just unsubscribe and watch Flipping Ain't Easy all my life. I have made a good money selling Indian stuff. Yeah, Little Miss Q, actually, I did sell some decent stuff. The stuff that I show you guys is one of my favorite things anyway. I usually sell this kind of stuff that is normal for my standards. As Paul Sports Guy says, below standard, which is normal. End of the month means almost first of the month, which is almost exactly. My only payday, Paul, the only one I get money from eBay. It's tomorrow, February 1st, will be my payday. And that's it. Leroy, welcome, man. Welcome to my interesting life. My the worst items to sell life on eBay. Welcome, man. Hopefully you're doing great. I saw you today, Leroy, at OBX Speaker, loafing or listing or loafing live. I'm currently in the process of getting rid of items in their price range. That's good. That's good. Actually, in this price range, exactly. Amanda, that's the right thing to do. Believe me. And everyone will tell you that. But don't listen to me. I'm going to teach you wrong things. Part it out and part ways with your house. Oh, man. Tommy is coming up with those amazing comments sometimes. Tommy, at least, man, someone is happy. As you guys know, someone is happy buying a house right now. Me and Tommy at least know who is buying a house. You know, that's important. Tommy knows that some of the YouTubers, at least, not selling this kind of stuff. Let me put it this way. I'd be embarrassed to return something so cheap. Little Miss Q, there are some buyers that actually like to return this kind of stuff. I've always felt that parted out is just a huge waste of time, especially with the small stuff. And that's exactly right, Paul. And Tommy will not lie. If you actually, guys, agree with that situation. That's actually, I believe in that also, but I don't do it because that's how I am. And I'm truthful to myself, being myself. That's how I am, guys. At least I don't agree with a lot of crap on YouTube, which I think is complete lie and crap, and that happens every day. You know, you will see a lot of YouTubers show you um, stuff that they sell for a lot of money, and you know, they will not show you the stuff that is selling for a low amount. So at least I'm not like that. Let's see what else. This is another example, guys. Here's a game that sold. This is a PlayStation 3 game. It's called UFC Undisputed for Sony PlayStation 3. Sold for $5.39 plus $4.99. At least in this case, the price that it sold for was higher than the shipping. That's the only good thing. Well, they have to have accountable. Everything has been done already. Well, Tommy, at least we will know how it's gonna go in the next 5 years. We'll see the difference. There are more YouTubers coming on a site. I mean, coming to YouTube world right now. You don't see them in the lives, but if you guys go to YouTube and type in reselling like stuff and whatever, the way you search for resellers, you're gonna see there are a bunch of newer YouTubers right now that are on YouTube that you don't see in the lives or anywhere. So as the way I will take the rest of the day off. Leroy, have a good time, man. If you're still here, I'd have to check my blood pressure using a tape gun for Tommy, and temperature also, and make sure you use that machine to make sure your heart rate is good. So let's see what else, guys. Let's see. Let me find some more interesting sales. At least it's kind of an entertainment for you guys. At least it's not like me showing you some kind of sales that are for really like crazy amounts. Here's another example, guys. It's just kind of, it's fun for me too, guys, because I like this stuff. This is that's from WCW. It's a vintage Smash and Slam. It's a wrestling ring replacement stairs. See, it's right here. It's another situation where it was not actually a parting out situation. It was a big lot. I purchased like bunch of wrestling figures from someone on Facebook. Someone reached out to me on Facebook and said they have like I post ads sometimes on Facebook looking for like different things. So someone replied, and they had like bunch of wrestling figures, bunch of accessories. So I decided once again to list those stairs by themselves for $5.39. They sold for $5.39 plus $4.99 shipping, guys. So another great example of amazing sale. Let's see what I missed. I'm surprised Tommy's even here room, and I thought the only watch. Little Miss Q, I watch Professor and most of the Rockstar Flipper I watch like all the time. That's one of my favorite channels. And another example, watch Daily Refinement. It's like one of my favorite channels, guys. I watch this kind of stuff all the time. Hustling Hooks. Let's see who else that comes to my mind right now, which is interesting. Hustling at Home Mom. Let's see what else. Always forgets the channel's names, guys. It's unbelievable. When I'm not in a live, I remember. When I'm in a live, I don't remember, which is like drives me nuts. I don't remember the names. I'm just teasing. You know, I'm joking. Tommy, thanks, man. It's just Tommy. I'm trying to show that some of the ideas of different resellers, what not to do, actually comes to my mind, because if you calculate everything in terms of time, minus of course warehouse space, which I don't have, minus storage, which I don't have, and minus employees, minus everyone, It's still, I mean, if I would have probably, had like storage warehouse or somewhere like in terms of like keeping this kind of stuff, most likely, I don't know, I will not waste time on listing this kind of stuff. But it just, I don't know, man. It's like it's something inside me that tells me list it, which is not the right way. Like Rockstar Flipper has made millions selling $3 remorse. Well, he's happy. Not actually selling them. He sold a bunch of those reseller boxes with remotes in the past. I haven't actually watched his like stuff that he used before, like where he would sell those reseller boxes, like he tells you about in his videos. When I used to actually watch some of his stuff, but it's just some of those things to think about. Um, no, it's a little miscue. I don't pay attention to that. It's just it's my. I just want to show you guys. I don't brag about big sales. I'm not like that. I'm very like people here even locally that know me personally here. They know me that I am like that. When if you would have lived in Cleveland and run into me all the time, resellers here in our reselling community in Cleveland, they know how I am, and I've been friends with a lot of different resellers here, and they know like that I usually like joke around a lot and kind of a jokester type of person, and I'm always kind of happy, like I'm like sometimes even though my life was not really difficult because I've been a lot of stuff that happened in terms with my parents was really difficult. Both of my parents had cancer, and my dad passed away from cancer, and it was and my mom had cancer, and it's tough for me to talk about it and put on a happy face all the time, and my wife had a cancer. So it's not one of those situations, but I've been brushed with like this crap in my life where my close people, that my family, had cancer, and I know, little Miss Q, you also dealt with this kind of thing. It's like difficult, and I always on the guard. Like every day I wake up, I'm on the guard that something may happen. It's like I'm always in my mind that I kind of take my attention when I list stuff that I want to list. It takes me away from certain realities of certain things, which for me is better. That I feel better this way. And I feel better, and when I'm kind of even when I sell this kind of low dollar amount stuff, I'll still be happy because I feel that people work hard to make money. They go work difficult jobs, and sometimes for resellers as us, it doesn't matter if it's part time or full time. You like what you do, and I love reselling. I love what I do. That's what I like to do. And when I list something, it's for me, it's like even if it's something that doesn't sell for a lot of money, and I will list it, even though I know on the really bad stuff I'll lose money. Some like not sometimes, but like $2.99 plus shipping doesn't matter. Even when you don't have employees, warehouse, and other expenses. Still, I mean, I will get kind of excited about selling this kind of stuff, even though I still list the stuff, and I kind of started to not do it like a lot anymore. I used to do it more in the past. So video games and cards, I can see listing for low dollars. They list so fast. Yeah, video games. Tommy, there are a bunch of categories, man. The problem is, like Tommy, for example, he sells mostly shoes. If I would have kind of niche, the word niche, guys, the word niche comes to mind. If I would have niched down, because I know a lot about different categories, because I've been reselling for a while. So I have experience already from different categories. If I niche down to something specific like shoes, then I would have only kind of look for something that sells for at least 20 plus bucks plus shipping, not lower than 20, most likely, if I would be selling shoes. So it's like the way I source is kind of where I'm all over the place. And that's why when I buy stuff, I'm all over the place. And that's why I list stuff all over the place. And that's why that's what happens. Patches pins in me too, little miscues. That's why when I went to Big Bro auction, I usually go to his auctions, as you guys seen me in his auctions, and Native Pie and Chuck. I would buy some stuff that I like to sell actually right now, even though it's not big money either. Like this kind of stuff, like I would list some of it. I would list by itself, like those maps or pens or something like that, and some of it a lot up because not all of them will sell like for by themselves, or you have to wait for a while for them to sell. And media as well, exactly, exactly. But here's let's continue, guys. Some other interesting, like this, for example. Here's another amazing example that I stuff that I like to list, which is no, some of you guys probably will not, maybe you will, I don't know, but this is another example. I got a game at the state sale. This is the name of the game. This is vintage game, Crazy Clock from 1964, and it was missing something from it. I don't remember, some kind of piece. It had a bunch of pieces in that game, like I think 30 pieces, and it was missing one piece or two pieces. I don't remember. So once again, I kind of was contemplating or listing it with missing pieces for more money right away and just sell it as one piece, like one game, or just part it out and list those pieces like I did in this example. See, this just one piece, like two pieces, three actually. This is like 3-piece set, like a bed. See, it's a replacement bed with spring. Sold for $4.99 plus $3.99 shipping. Um, so that's one of the examples that I kind of was not, in my opinion, as I am. I would kind of think about it and will do it differently, like eventually. Like originally, I would have probably listed it by itself as a whole game with missing pieces, but then I decided not to scrap it and list it for parts by like pieces. So it's like doesn't make any sense, guys. Best in the business, yeah, Professor. Exactly, low miscues. They are the best. Tammy and me agree on that subject for sure. I only watch actually. That's one of my 3 favorite channels, and the faces. I love when I actually watch YouTube, guys. I always look my favorite part. To tell you the truth, sometimes I'm like, I would be kind of in a situation where I would not like to do that. But when I started doing YouTube videos, you know those thumbnails that YouTubers do with faces. That was like that would drive me nuts. I would be sitting there watching on my phone or computer or TV, and I would see like thumbnail with someone's face, like with like that or like that or like this, and like laughing or like frowning or like it's kind of and it drives me nuts because I don't like the stuff. I would I was like someone told me originally you have to I don't like those thumbnails because I don't know why. It's like me personally. I don't like. It's kind of looks kind of. It's not weird, but I don't know. For me personally, it's not like a normal thing. I would like not do this kind of thumbnail. I would not put my face in a thumbnail like this or do any kind of mimics on my face. Like mimicking something, or frown or cry. And I did some of my videos that I did that, and I hated myself for this kind of stuff. That's why I stopped doing YouTube videos because I would not like that. I decided if I will do YouTube videos again, I will never show my face in the thumbnail because I cannot take it. Just it drives me crazy because like if you have like a live where you have two people doing a live and you show them in a thumbnail like with a face, that's for me it was kind of in my opinion normal, and at the same time I would not probably do that anyway. But when someone does a video when they are shocked or they're like, and there are a bunch of them, as you guys know, it's a bunch of videos on YouTube where people are like showing their face, like, and do that stuff. Paul Philip Flipper, I think, is one of the examples that he doesn't show his face in the thumbnail. He will point out something at the on the screen, like from garage sale or wherever he goes. That's what I like to do. Is just point it out with an arrow and just put an arrow, but not with a face. I don't like the face ones, even though a lot of people who do lives in my life right now, hopefully 11 people. I mean, you guys, maybe you'll disagree or agree, but everyone has their own opinion on situations. So, and there are a bunch of other channels that don't do face thumbnail. But like I said, it's just my opinion was like I was laughing at it all the time. Like every time I would open YouTube and everyone I'm subscribed to, I see someone's face just like was a crazy, like I don't know, like the face itself would just drive me crazy. I don't know. I will start laughing at it for some reason. It's just funny. I love doing cards, not big, but part time. It's consistent money. Exactly, Paul. You're right. And Paul, I actually started listing some of the sports cards, which is actually normal. They're actually low amount, so that's in my range. 20, 50 cards in time takes Jake to think about packaging. Paul, Jake actually has been doing a great job. He's actually selling stuff much better than what I sell. It's actually, I'm proud of Jake. Jake learned something at least. That's why we get over. These are what can be taken. Man, thanks, man. I usually, nobody takes me seriously, man. It's like, it's like, it's part of my life, man. I've been, like I said, brushed with like so many tragic situations, guys. My close friend passed away at 20. My very good friend from drugs, guys, from drugs, and unfortunately, and I still remember him. He was a very good dude, and passed away. He was 20 years old, guys, 20 years old, and I remember his parents. It was not a pretty scene, guys. I went to the funeral, and I remember his dad. Just his dad was in the hospital like nonstop because he was losing consciousness constantly because he loved them so much. And when he lost them at this age, it was like crazy. I could nobody. It was like a lot of people came to the funeral, like the whole city, basically, a Russian community. It was like crazy. Didn't tell his funeral, does he? No, Tommy, actually, I do data recovery a lot, man. It's like one of the things that I do a lot is either data recovery on hard drives, on flash. So that's a secret business, man. Look it up, Tommy. Look up the prices on data recovery. You'll be amazed how much people charge for data recovery. Doesn't matter if people sell or dollar amounts, how people portray. Ansley, sorry, I was talking so much, I forgot to say welcome to you. Ansley, welcome to my live. Everyone was already sleeping probably again. I usually, when people go into my lives, they put a pillow under their head and just stop listing shipping and fall asleep. I'm good at that. Doesn't matter what people sell or Dharma, how people raise on YouTube with in hope on suspecting viewers. Tommy, you know how it is, man. False hope. Tommy, nothing is easy in that life as it seems, man, as you know. It's like you can portray yourself as multi-millionaire on YouTube. You can portray yourself as like the richest person in the world. You can actually, nowadays, Tommy, as you know, you can become anything. So you can identify as a millionaire, or you can identify as one of the owners of eBay. Nobody gonna stop you from that. You can do it. Um, Thank you, little Miss Q. Wait, now just fix. Do you know make feel better? Thank you, little Miss Q. Yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be good. I know about hospitals, little Miss Q. I know about all about. I was actually today on my appointment with needles, little Miss Q. Once again, they punched me with needles. That's one of my favorite things when they put the needles and put them like so deep in my skin that I feel it through the bone without any anesthesia, without sedation. They just punch the needles in. And I thought like I was in an appointment today where they do this acupuncture. It's like acupuncture thing for pain. So the guy who does it, he comes in, he pulls out needles. Needles are like about this big, like around, like big needles. And he just puts them in, like nothing happens. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, man, he will hit the nerve one day. He will hit the nerve, and I will just jump out. I just took a screenshot of the time to make Roman a meme. Oh, Paul, come on, man. Don't make me a thumbnail from my face, man. I know someone will probably. If they will make fake face for some, they will fake it. Man, that's the thing. I mean, that's why I don't like it. I don't like the faces. When they make faces, I mean, it's everyone's business how they do their YouTube, as you guys know. But everyone is entitled. For me, it's just funny. When I look at the face, man, I don't know. Sometimes people will click on it right away because the face will be so sad. Let's see. All right, guys, let's go. Let me show you some at least decent sales from my auction that I haven't shown you guys. The decent sales. Let's go to decent sales finally. Let's see. Because I listed some of the stuff I got on an auction. And those were at least something. Let's go back, guys. Actually wanted to show you first one of the media. Little Miss Q was talking about media. This was right here. One of the best media sales this year. This sold for $49.99 plus like media mail, and I paid $1.99. So this, guys, be when you're in the wild, when they show in YouTube videos when you're in the wild, guys, and when you're in the wild and find that Tracy, my mom said if you make a stupid face, it might stick. Tracy, she's right. Forever, it will stick forever. So anyway, this media DVD set, I got it at thrift store for $1.99, and it sold for $50. So that's at least for a media sale. That's actually not bad. Brand new. So this was like some kind of Miranda Esmondi aging backwards. So if you guys would like to age backwards, be on the lookout for this DVD set. Tommy, if you want to go back from 46 to like 21, you need to watch this DVD right here. You're gonna go back, probably even not 21. You're gonna go back to like 15. But you have to pay up. You have to pay up $50, Tommy. $50 plus shipping, and you're gonna go backwards after that. You're gonna retire. You're gonna become younger. Here's Hansley say hi to everyone. Like probably like 10 minutes ago, since I got to it. I'm glad to see Jake back at it again. Jake is good dude, Paul. As you guys know, Jake actually is really good dude. Even though like he's big family man, a lot of kids, which is really good. As Jewish families, there are a lot of kids usually. I'm Jewish, but I only have one kid. But a lot of Jewish Orthodox religious Jews, they usually have like around 5 to 10 kids. So that's normal. So let me show you another sale from now. Let me show you guys a sale from Beans, which was decent. Decent sales, guys. Let's go to decent sales now. Next on my live, next time we'll discuss other bad ones again. Let's see right here. I've shown it to you guys before. This was not bad right here, actually. This was, oh, here it is. This sold on January 26th. This was from the Beans. This is Babyliss Pro, which I got. I actually shown it to you guys on my live from the Beans. I picked it up right when they brought it out in a new bin. This was a Gold FX trimmer. This is a model right here, FX787G. This was on a $10 day, so I paid $10 for this particular trimmer. It sold for $79 plus shipping, $12.99 shipping. My favorite shipping price. So here it is, guys. Here is a Gold FX blade, and this is power plug. I mean, where you plug the power in to charge it. And here was the whole thing with a box. And this actually worked, guys. So it was not as my previous example of the shavers that I've shown you in the beginning, which got returned because I didn't test it. This one, guys, I learned my lesson. I tested it very thoroughly. I made sure it charges, and it did charge. And I actually made a video. Here is a video. Here is a video, guys, that it works. I made a video on in an eBay listing that it turns on. So I made a video and it sold for $79. I missed all the comments again. Literally take finding something worth tens of thousands near zero buying to make me YouTube famous. Tommy, if you would have, you and Tracy, when you guys were doing the live podcast, and you guys did actually, your faces were normal. Let me be truthful. When you had faces there on your podcast, that was actually good. That was a great job. And a lot of guys, I mean, faces is just, it's not like that I have something against faces. It's when you make normal face. When you're like, don't make this like that, or like that, or like that, or just that, or like, I don't know. When you smile normally and you make normal face without, making some kind of unusual frown, grim, or grin, or do something like that is just something important for me personally. I don't know. It's like I look at it and when it's not normal face, I will not look at the video probably. Let's see another item, guys. Let's continue. Let's continue with the trend of decent stuff, because most of it is not. Okay, let me show you some stuff from the auction actually, because this sold. This is stuff I got at the auction. Little Miss Q, if you're still here, you were talking about the Indian pen. This sold on January 27. This sold for $59. This is a Parker fountain pen. This is Parker 51. So guys, if you're gonna run into vintage Parker 51 pen, even if it doesn't work, because it didn't work since it was empty, so there was no ink, because this pen was like from, I don't know what exact year, but yeah, it was in a bad condition. It was from that auction that I got those lighters, pens, coins. So basically, with just one sale, I paid for the whole auction. I had 27 plus 20 plus 4 yearbooks. I paid $8. Well, make it 9. 56 plus 3% fees that they take for the online auction, which was from credit card fee. So $57 for the entire auction that I paid. So this pen, when it sold, basically it covered my whole auction price. So it was just one pen selling. So I guess everything else right now basically will be profit. So this pen sold in a non-working condition for $59, and it sold to someone probably overseas because it went to some kind of address in Oregon with some kind of hub. So I guess they didn't use the global shipping. They use some kind of hub like airlines uses. There is another company that does it all the time. They use some kind of hub. But I guess it wasn't bad. Thank you, Ansley. I appreciate it. If it no miscue today actually, when he put one needle, he told me like I'll put some needles and they're gonna hit the bone. So he told me that in advance, and I said okay, no problem. And he started putting them. The needles are like big, as you've done acupuncture, so you know. So when he hit the bone, it it wasn't pleasant. I was like, sitting there and looking at it. It wasn't that pleasant. And I was like asking him, how come there is no blood? I said like I have no blood or something. No blood coming out. And I'm Jewish and I have 7. I've ordered for 12 now. That's what I am, Lumisky. I'm reformed Jew. And it's like one of those subjects. It's a long subject to discuss. And I like Jake in terms of his, you know, how he follows everything, because he was basically raised in this. That's why he is like that. He was raised religious, in a religious type of, but he's not a Hasidic, which is basically a really religious Jewish person. Like, as you guys probably would not know, most of you in the chat, but Tracy, thanks for stopping by. I will get to your comment tomorrow. Smells will have a fabulous night. Thanks, Tracy. We will. Hopefully, everyone will. Roman, you may. Well, let me go back. Yeah, the thing about Jake, yeah, he is, from a really religious type of upbringing, and I mean, I know that because I went to Jewish school. So, being originally from Soviet Union, where they didn't allow Jews to, and that's truthful, guys. Actually, that's truthful. They didn't allow Jews to follow a proper religious traditions. Let me put it this way: during communism, it was not allowed because in Soviet Union they didn't allow religions. So it was difficult for Jews who lived there to have similar upbringing that Jews here in the United States have, or Israel. It was difficult, and that's why people immigrated, to follow proper traditions. But whoever wasn't raised like that, it's difficult to actually become like that. It's not easy. And I went through this, so I'm not going to discuss it too much, little Miss Q. As you know, I know a lot about this stuff. I went to Jewish school where we had to pray every time you eat food, every time you, Seder is basically every time you eat something, or kosher food, for example, you were only allowed to eat kosher food. That's why Jake brings his own stuff on airplane, and that's following proper traditions. That's actually very respectful, because a lot of people will not do that unless you follow proper traditions. So, but there are other religions that do that. So it's not just Judaism. Because that new time was in Paul, I knew that Tommy was on thumbnails was Tracy. I know that. See, Tommy didn't even know he was on a thumbnail. Tommy, check it. You are in the thumbnail. So let me go back, guys, because it's been already. I'm boring you guys all the time with my stuff. Boring you. Here's another one, guys. The next one sold. Same day. I listed it. It sold within probably, I guess, 10, 20 minutes. This is a vintage Schaefer Statesman fountain pen. You can read from my titles, guys. And also didn't work. It didn't have any ink, as you guys understand. There was no ink in those pens. Nothing in that auction actually worked, Little Miss Q and everyone else here in my life. Even lighters didn't work. So anyway, this one sold for $49 plus shipping. So this is what it looks like. It says Schaefer right there on the tip. You guys see it probably here. Schaefers. So I guess I didn't know about Schaefers. I knew about Parker, but that's why you learn every day. Like Pete Craigslist Hunter says in his videos, guys. If you watch Pete, he always says you learn something all the time. You learn new stuff all the time. And this is I learned also. I didn't know that this brand, Schaefer, is actually kind of not decent, but some of them sell for like decent amount, not all of them. Similar with Parker. Some Parkers will sell for decent amounts, but not all of them. But a lot of YouTubers will tell you all Parkers will sell for great money, or all Schaefer, or all some other like vintage brands of fountain pens. But this was like this particular one, the Statesman Snorkel, that sells for decent money. So not all of them do. Nice, thanks, Lumiscu. No, what's the other? When my sister lived in your Bill's father was the diehards. Well, Tommy, actually, Hasidic Jews are actually the more religious Jews. And if you, for example, I will bring you great example, Tommy. If I'm Jewish, like completely Jew, I'm my mom and my dad both Jews, so I'm Jewish entirely. You have to have mom being Jewish. If your mom is not Jewish and your dad is Jewish, but your mom is Christian or Catholic, your child is not Jewish anymore unless he converts. And he will get accepted in a synagogue as a Jew. So if you, for example, find like a person who is Jewish and he has both his parents Jewish and he marries a Christian, the child will be Christian. So basically, you break the religion part right away. And a lot of Jewish parents, for that reasoning, they didn't want their children, if they're Jews, to marry Christian, Catholic, or other religions, because in that situation, the religion part gets broken because everyone in Jewish religion goes by mother. So if mother is not Jewish and child is born, the child becomes mother's religion. See, that's why that's kind of different. Tommy is like, what the hell is going on? But in terms of what I was telling you, Tommy, is that if I would have went to Israel and I went to Hasidic neighborhood when they're really religious, like fanatic Jews live there, and I would have told them I'm Jewish, they would not have accepted me. So there you go. See, that's kind of soup for thought kind of situation. And I can show them that I wear Star of David. They will not care because I mean I'm not what do you call it? I'm not religious enough to be accepted in their circle. I have to be like really religious and follow all the traditions. I have to wear what Jake wears. Those are tzitzis, which is what he wears. You see those. Someone makes fun of that, guys. Actually, it's not a good thing. Don't make fun of that. That's actually not a good thing because this is actually something that religious Jews wear. It's not just that. There's another parts of clothing and the yarmulke which he wears. That's actually normal for religious Jews to wear all the time. Trees their wives like. Tommy, I know that too. Tommy, I know this. I know. And also, I can tell you another thing about that. The wives, when they marry in a religious Jewish family, the wife has to shave her head. So the wife has to be bald. And then wear the Lil Miss Q, if you're still in the chat, you probably know what it is. They wear the covering on top of, oh, they were actually not covering, sorry. They wear, I forget what it's called, the hair, the fake hair, fake hair. What do you call fake hair, guys? I forget the name for fake hair. So they wear, younger women, they wear, they shave their head and they have to wear the fake hair. So that's what it is. In religious Jewish families, by religion, by proper religious rules. I used to do hard kosher stuff. Yeah, little Miss Q. Some of the stuff is really good for you, healthy, because that's what kosher is. Some of the stuff, and I mean, it's good food. I mean, I used to, when I went to Jewish school, I ate only kosher food in Jewish school. They didn't have any other food there. Yes, I had very abusive who was adored. Yeah, little Miss Q, I know about this. I know about the situation, and it happens all the time, unfortunately. And a lot of the times, those wives, they cannot get divorced. Well, they can get divorced, but by a synagogue, it's gonna be like something strict. I don't even remember specifically, but it's strict. Trey thought she was singing on my face to make it look better. That was, those comments were like 10 years ago. Tommy, but you probably should have enjoyed it, man. Tommy's like, I probably should have enjoyed it. I hate talking about rich respect, but everyone, person my deals in life just scam love. Oh, Tommy, everywhere there is scam like that, man. Yeah, deal in life. Yeah, Tommy, I know, man. I've dealt. Had a partner, man, before in a business that was not a good person, man. Let me put it this way. Behind the back, Tommy, behind the back people are the worst. Behind the back people, those are like rats, like real rats. Those are poisonous snakes. Let me put it this way. Poisonous, bad people, man. They will do some stuff behind your back, man, that's gonna mess up your life. And they will not be even fucking, I mean, freaking sorry about that. And you cannot punch those people because you cannot do anything to them because they're gonna run into police and they're not like, people where they're gonna, do like if they're men, like if they're real men, they're not gonna do anything like real men. Let me put it this way. They're gonna hide because behind someone and blame everything on someone else. Their peasants listen to us speak of their lives. That's good, Ansley. What if mom is Jewish? That is Tommy, that actually happens a lot for some. It doesn't matter, man, because if mom is Jewish, the child is Jewish. So it doesn't matter what religion the dad is. Jewish can be tricked. Mom's husband is Jewish. Man, it's not. It's just it's in a situation where it's religion. It's like always people always try to stay away from religion and politics, and that's what happens, man. As you know, people don't discuss it. People even like will afraid to lose subscribers. Gonna be afraid because everyone has their point of view, so they're gonna become sheep. As Tommy sometimes points out the proper word, which is sheep. People who follow, they will become followers of someone. And if they're not following someone, and someone, for example, they follow someone, that person will be afraid to even mention something like that because they're going to be afraid to lose their precious, subscribers or followers or whatever you call it. So That's what happens, man. That's unfortunately some people can take it and follow it and do it, and as you know, in YouTube world, and not just YouTube world, in real world, and people do stuff behind the back and stuff like that, and to try to better their life. They're not gonna give a crap about someone else. They try to better their life and don't give a two shits about someone else. And there are people who are like that, and bunch of people. Oh, wig, yes, thanks, Paul. You see, with my knowing English, with my English, man, I forget the stuff. Camel toe. That was a couple of weeks ago, guys. So let me continue, guys. I hope it was an interesting live today, guys. I've been blabbing about nothing again. Here's another example of something which most of you guys will never list, but I will do is yearbooks. And this was from that auction. And it sold within, actually, to my surprise, it sold within a day, like after I listed it. So this, I paid $8 for 5 yearbooks. So this one sold for $19.99 plus $6.99 shipping. It's funny that it sold to someone where I was actually at the auction, where I got the stuff at the auction, all those yearbooks, everything that I got. It sold. Someone bought it from that area. So someone actually went, or has parents that went into this high school. It's a Geneva High School here in near Cleveland from 1943. And this had like bunch of pen writing, signatures, and someone bought it for $20 plus shipping. So it's not bad. It sold fast. For a yearbook, guys, this was a record, I think, because I listed it. It sold, I think, next day or in 2 days. Usually, yearbooks sell in like, if I list them, it takes probably a couple months, sometimes 6 months or something like that. This one sold in 2 days, which is like one of the fastest selling yearbooks, I think, in history of YouTube. So this was funny. Tommy enjoys about learning about kosher. Exactly. Tommy, eat kosher food, man. Just eat the kosher food. You're not gonna go wrong. Jake has zero energy. I was confused. I think his kosher oven is broken. No, Tommy, because he eats specific food. If you, Tommy, let me put it this way. I agree with you about this kind of stuff. That's why if you follow, maybe there are a bunch of people who may agree or disagree. If you follow religion specifically, you're gonna follow all the rules. So for Jake, he has to follow all the rules. There is no exceptions. Otherwise, he has to basically not follow religion, which is in his case is not going to be possible. It's just forget about it. It's never nothing going to change. It's not going to be possible because of his upbringing. So just look at the police. Every single police speaks about gunners. That's true. That's actually, and that's about Putin. Actually, that's the guy with the money, Tommy. Putin has so much money. Tommy, but that's mafia, man. That's like a mafia type of situation, man. Politics, man, they can do anything. They are control. People cannot do nothing, man. If you think about it, we're not gonna go too deep into it, but you can express your opinions here in the United States. In some other countries, you don't have that privilege to even express your opinion about politics too much. You can if you like behind closed doors, and nobody, even your freaking neighbor, doesn't hear you. If you go on YouTube, believe me, man, if I went to YouTube in Russia and started, specifically like pointing fingers at someone in a government, you never know what can happen. You never know, Tommy. You can go one day and a brick can fall, or someone, as you know, guys, this is very serious stuff. And it's not in the United States. It's different because As of right now, you still have freedom of speech. As of right now, as of today, January 31st, 2023. Hopefully, they're not gonna take this away from people. I hope, this country was built on this, on freedom of speech, as you guys know. Hopefully, because you never know what can happen if they try to. Tommy, I'll be truthful to you, man, and everyone else. 8 people, some lurking. You never know what can happen because this is very serious stuff. And I mean, it's just I don't want to talk about it, but I always discuss it with my friends. You know, and it's not a situation where right the way the world is going right now. If you look at it overall, that's why with nobody likes to talk about politics. Everyone wants to kind of shut their eyes, don't speak. You know how those monkeys, those 3 monkeys that you see sometimes, one doesn't hear, one doesn't see, one doesn't speak. That's why this is very truthful thing about certain situations. Unfortunately, just head back to back. Okay, Tommy, no problem, man. I already spoke about religion probably 20 minutes ago. So let's see what else. We're reselling channel, guys. We're reselling live. We have to talk about reselling, guys. What happens? Like on every YouTube channel you go to, people are afraid to talk about something else. they're gonna lose subscribers right away. Followers will leave them. The life will be over. Here's an interesting sale, guys. My electronics sale. This is Radio Shack receiver. This is a model right here that sold for $31.49. And I paid up, I think I paid $7. This was from thrift store. And it was actually really in a good condition. It was working. I played some radio stations on it. As you guys see here on the photo, 98.1. So this sold, it took some time to sell also. It recently sold. I listed it on November 22nd, see, from last year. I saw that, you see, this kind of stuff, it sold on 10% off sale. So, I mean, eventually someone buys this kind of stuff because people, sell-through rate on this kind of stuff is like depending on the model. As Tommy knows, as he does research for everything, sell-through rate is different on all this stuff. So this model, it didn't have specifically the best sell-through rate, but if I would have listed it for $24.99, it would have probably sold faster. For sure, most likely. But it sold for $31.49. So waiting game for bigger amount, basically. And Tommy probably already had like 10,000 sales by now. It helps kill the time. It's never that interesting, I know. That's a good thing. See, that's how you lose subscribers, Paul. You talk about politics and religion. Nobody likes it, Paul, as you know. Nobody likes politics and religion, Paul. It's the worst things in the world. You don't talk about that, even with the family. If you start talking about that with the family, here is another one, guys, that sold, which was decent. I just recently listed it, guys. You saw it in my last live. And we were kind of discussing this. Tommy wanted to buy this, actually, for his kitchen. This is Le Creuset espresso cups and saucers. So this sold for full asking price. $49.99, guys, plus shipping. So I guess I'm not that bad after all. I'm not a bad seller after all. I paid $2.99 for this. So that's actually, I made some profit on it. So this sold fast. I listed it on January 25th. It sold. That's a good example of something to sell. It sold on January 28th. So that's a proper way, guys, to sell stuff. At least in a day or two, not or a week or at least like 2 weeks, but not in 6 months to 7 years. So this sold for $49.99. Every time I see Jake eat on air, he's eating junk food like a cereal. Well, I mean, Paul, come on. It depends on on the situation. Maybe Jake loves this kind of food. I don't know. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Let's see what else. I only have Paul, sports guy, in my life right now, and maybe Tommy. That's it. Everyone else left and did the right thing, because it's not the best life ever, guys. There are better lives right now, guys. Go watch other lives. There is like some really interesting stuff. I know who is on today, guys. I know who is live right now. There is Marcus supposed to be live actually, but I'm not sure if Marcus is live. But I know who is going live soon. We're not gonna mention it. Who is going live soon? Tommy knows. That's Tommy's best friend. Going live soon. Actually, supposed to be live already. So this sold, guys. This is another example of not a good, not a bad sale. If I have anyone in my life right now still. I don't even, let's see, have one person. Marcus is on. So anyway, I'll show this one last sale, and you guys can go watch Marcus. So this vintage Seiko watch sold for $24.99 plus shipping in a non-working condition from that auction also. So if you run into non-working Seiko Oberlin College, this is a specific watch. This was collectible. See, vintage Seiko Quartz Oberlin College watch, women's, which didn't work, and I decided not to even try to put a battery in it, even though I could have, but I didn't. It still sold for $24.99 plus shipping. So not bad, I guess, for this particular watch. And I'm already in the profit on that online auction stuff after selling yearbook, watch, another pen, and lighter. Sold the lighter also. So let me bring back my screen, guys. I hope everything was interesting today for you to see. Let me share with you something before I leave, guys. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, once again. At least I have some interest on YouTube. At least there is some kind of information which I'm gonna become a teacher right now. Tommy, if you're still here, I'll be a teacher again. I'll become a professor for like a couple, maybe a minute or two. So guys, here it is. If you buy this stuff in the wild, this is actually not a bad set. This is a Radio Shack rechargeable headphones. And they are for, like, if you walk around, you can connect them to computer or TV or like a MP3 player. And they're gonna transmit from this as a transmitter the sound into headphones. So I paid $10. I already listed them, but I just wanted to become a teacher and warn you guys about something, because I sold those exact ones before and got a funny return because the buyer, and I didn't know, the buyer didn't know either. But now I learned, and I will just wanted to let you know, teach you guys. So anyway, so there is a transmitter, and it's also a charger. So this transmitter, suppose it doesn't include the batteries that are rechargeable. So you can install regular batteries, and you can still use it as just transmitter with headphones. But the buyer, when they returned it to me, they said that the headphones don't charge, because I didn't know that originally either, because I sold them in the past, similar model. And I didn't know that the rechargeable batteries are not included with a transmitter. You have to buy them separately. And when I got it back, I tested it with my regular batteries and it worked. So I was like confused about it. And then basically what happened is that I reached out. I actually, before he returned it, I reached out to the buyer and said that you need to buy rechargeable batteries for the transmitter to use. I mean, for the headphones to recharge with the transmitter. So he said, how come the battery is not included? And actually it was on the box. And I didn't disclose it in the listing because it's actually right here. It was similar box. It said right here on the box, the transmitter also serves as a charger when using rechargeable batteries not included. So basically buyer returned it not knowing that he didn't even read the box, that those batteries are not included. And I later on resold it, and I already specified that it needs rechargeable batteries for the headphones to be charged on the transmitter. If you put in regular batteries, it's not going to be charging the headphones. So that's the lesson, guys. It took me about 20 hours to explain, but if you buy this actually sells for decent money. This sells decent money. It sells for, like, I listed it, I think, let me see. I think it's like, I listed it for 59 or even higher. Let's see, guys. Let's look at my listing. Radio Shack. This was actually a new open box. Nobody used those. I made sure they work because make sure everything works, guys, when you find something that looks new, but it may not be new. Because sometimes you learn the hard way after someone will return something. So let me see. Here it is. I listed it for $79. Here's my listing. Let me share my screen. Melanie, welcome. Harry, welcome, man. I'm gonna be going off. Melanie, welcome to my live. Thanks for stopping by. Here's the one. Here's my listing right here. So this is sells around this particular amount, $79 plus shipping. It doesn't mean I'm gonna get that, but as of right now, I listed it high because it was open box, and it included all the parts, included the adapters, cable, AV cable, Radio Shack, power adapter right here, box, and here's where batteries go on the headphones. So you can either install rechargeable batteries or regular batteries. So some buyers, they don't know that they would not understand why would headphones not charge, because they will install the regular batteries into here, and then they're gonna put it on the transmitter. You see where it says charge? The light will not, this light, the charge light will not light up because the regular batteries are not rechargeable. So they will think that headphones are not working. And that's why I learned it later on that this particular Radio Shack, like this Radio Shack ones, they actually need rechargeable batteries, which are not included. So, Chris, what's up? Welcome to my live. Thanks for stopping by. So that's my listing that I listed. And I just listed it recently. I got it paid $9.99 at thrift store. Here's Harry, guys. Here's Melanie. I know Melanie. Let me make Melanie a mod because I know that Melanie is in all other lives also. Here you go, Melanie. You're now mod. You got a wrench also. And Harry, I hope you have a wrench. Let me check. Just to make sure. If Harry has a wrench, yes, and Chris too. Because I forget stuff, guys. My memory is not good anyway. Right now. At my age, which is not a good thing. Yeah, I just got home. No problem, Melanie. Thanks for stopping by. I usually do my lives all over like different times. So thanks for stopping by. I'm never one of those YouTubers that do set time. I always do it spontaneously. I just got home room, so I would have been here. No problem, Harry. Man, I always enjoy your company, man. I always enjoy everyone's company all the time, Harry. You know me. You can rewatch my live, Harry. It started 10 hours ago. You can rewatch it tomorrow from the morning. I'm part of the Roman and friends and who else is there here? I forget. Roman Company Brigade, whatever it is. So anyway, guys, so I listed it as of right now for 79, and it does work. I tested it. And another one I will show you to be on the lookout for. This is a Bolo. So Bolo stuff. I'll show you Bolo stuff. And another listing that I'll show you guys is this that I got also for $5. Let me stop the screen because I wanted to share with it to you today because I'll forget next time. Another interesting Bolo which actually sells to my surprise for a decent amount, which I also listed yesterday. So this is actually something really one of those games that you can find everywhere in the wild. So this is actually, here it is. I listed it. I still have it. This is a Scrabble. It's a Super Scrabble Deluxe Edition. It's a complete. It was complete to my surprise. I found it. It was used, but was complete. This particular version from 2006. If you guys see this version, buy it right away. If it's like $10 even, if it's $20, buy it. Even $30, you can buy it. If you find it brand new sells for like $229. This particular one from 2006. It also had this player's dictionary, which actually doesn't come with it, but whoever was using this game, they included that player dictionary in the box, and it had 200 tiles. Usually there are 100 tiles. This particular version has 200. So I counted all those tiles. It was 200 tiles. And this one, if you look up comps right now, sold comps, it sells around 109 plus shipping, 115. There was some listed for 129. There was one sold for 149. It doesn't mean it's gonna sell fast for me, but most likely it will sell hopefully within at least a couple of weeks. Hopefully, if not, I'll lower the price. I usually put the price up. I don't lower the price right away, as you guys seen me do it already before. So it's actually really cool. So it's not bad, you know. Misha, what's up? Misha, I'm glad to hear that your sister had successful surgery. I'm really glad. And guys, I don't know if Misha wanted me to talk about it, but whoever follow Misha on Instagram, you probably saw that story that she put out. And I'm glad Misha knows what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to discuss it, but thank God everything is good. So that's good. That's good news. So here's Melanie saying hi to Misha. Misha saying hi to Chris. Here's Melanie saying hi to Chris. Here's Harry. Here's Chris saying hi to Melanie. Chris, if I'm gonna be healthy, Chris, you know, with my health lately, I pray to God, man. I pray to God all the time, Chris, that I'll be healthy enough to go somewhere this year, to go to a meetup somewhere, because I've not been healthy since last summer. All the time, man, and I was in an accident already this year. I have to go to physical therapy now again, which I already went in the late last year. Man, I cannot get off this freaking hook with my health constantly, man. I already pray to God nothing happens again, because I'm tired of this. Yeah, it's great news, Misha. I also, you know how I feel. Misha knows how I feel. So that's great news, and thank God for that. So anyway, back to reselling again. I told everyone, like whoever was in my chat 10 minutes ago, that I'm leaving, and I'm still here. I usually cannot say goodbye. I can sit here for like 27 hours talking about some kind of crap without knowing what I'm talking about. But basically, pretty much, I just wanted to share some balls with you guys in the end, as usual. So the Scrabble game, I actually, it's the first time I found this particular version ever. Because I usually find Scrabble, but usually it's not the ones that actually, some of them do sell around like 30, 40 if they're complete. This one I was surprised because this was some kind of, I guess it's a rare version that they kind of didn't make a lot of, so that's why it sells for this amount. But I'm happy that I found it, at least. I'm happy that I found the stuff, and that's basically, there was like some stuff that I listed today already, parted out, and another interesting item that I sold was this particular one, which is actually from the bins, which you can look for it also. Let's see. I'll show it to you guys. It's this particular product. I didn't even know that it sells for that much. It's also learning experience, another learning experience. This is a switch bot electric motor for like curtains, smart motor. So it basically looks like that, like a motor that you put on your curtains, and you control it with your smartphone to open your curtains. It has like a rechargeable USB cable. It recharges, I guess. You plug it in. It's like there's a USB plug-in on it. It was like I think I paid $14 I paid at the Amazon bins, and this one sold for $59.99 plus $12.99 shipping. So it's not bad paying $14 for it. And it was new open box also, as with most Amazon returns. Chris can tell you guys, because Chris sells on Amazon. Amazon buyers, when they get something, they like to return things, especially the ones that are like working. They will just return it for like, no, they would not like it, or something doesn't fit. So they will just return it back to Amazon, and Amazon bin stores, they buy pallets and they just sell the stuff. That is neat. Thanks, Melanie. Appreciate it. You have King Cake in your area, Misha? Who is King? I don't know who King Cake is. Misha, do you know who King Cake is? I've seen Scrapple out at yards, but I've never thought about buying any. Now I'll be looking. Melanie, actually, this, are you talking about the curtain thing or Scrabble? Probably, I think you're talking about this. I didn't know about this either. That's why every time you find something, it's kind of learning experience, because that's why you can look it up and be surprised sometimes, especially with Amazon stuff. And we currently have the Amazon bin store in our area, and they get a bunch of stuff that's either people return for reasons that they don't like it. They just open the box and they don't like it. They put it back in the box and return it. Oh, curtain, okay. They just return it because they don't like it, and it's just new open box. Just have to make sure everything is there, and sometimes you don't have time to look through all the stuff, because sometimes there are so many things in the box. If it's worth your time counting everything, depends on the price. If it sells for a decent amount, you can count it and make sure everything is there. But sometimes a lot of people who return stuff, they don't return like certain things in the box, so that's kind of complicated. Chris, I saw it. I think I didn't see the link in Kristen and Angie live earlier today. You can put a link. I'll look at it later, man, because I was listening at the time and I didn't pay attention to the. I saw you wrote about it, but I made fun of something else. I usually, when Chris tells something, I say Chris sold like 10,000 plush for $150 each. That's my normal type of replies. Usually they don't read the description. That's 5 inches. Yeah, that's what on Amazon. On Amazon, it's a lot of returns that people just don't like. But as I've shown it earlier in my life today, this thing actually, I also bought it at the Amazon Bean store for $14. That's a high-end shaver. This is a Pitbull. So if you guys see this brand, Pitbull shaver, buy it. If it's this one I didn't test. I saw that the box looked new, the shaver looked new, and there were no like signs of that someone tried it. But in this situation, I didn't test it and sold it for $100, and the buyer opened the return case claiming that it doesn't charge. And thankfully, he didn't leave negative because it would have been my fault because I didn't even test it. So when I got it back, I was thinking that there is a possibility of bait and switch. As you know, sometimes on high-end electronics, certain buyers will switch something. Just, it happened before to me. So maybe a lot of other sellers, as you guys know. But I got it back, tested it, and it doesn't charge. So the thing about it is, it was my stupid mistake because in this situation, basically, I would not even know that original one. If the buyer did bait and switch, I would not know that my original that I sold was working or not. So if he would have claimed that it doesn't charge, I would not be able to know unless I would lie and say it would have like it charges. And then, of course, it would have been probably he would have left negative. But in this case, it was my stupid mistake because he could have bait and switched easily. He would have put in like used ones that doesn't charge and kept the working one. So don't make those mistakes, guys. Let me put it this way. Yeah. Risk careful, probably because I'm resell too. All right, guys. So thanks for stopping by, everyone, today. I'm gonna leave because I've been on for like 20 hours. And thanks everyone for stopping by. Once again, to my boring life. Have a great evening. Sell a lot of stuff. Buy good stuff. Look for good stuff. Sell good stuff. And have a great evening and stay safe. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, guys. Take care.